Hello Buzzcocks, my name is Hotzy and welcome back to Space Age Factorio, where last time we built our factory for production science, and the logic next step is utility science. Looking at what we need here, I think we will run into a problem with the processing units. Because we do have a setup for it up here. But this whole setup produces 3 processing units per second. And it almost uses a completely cell here. So I think processing units we need to import for this build, and basically with just what we're producing, that's almost 2/3 of the what we need here. So I had a bit a look, and I think for utility science we will not be able to scale that up within one cell to a full yellow belt. But on the plus side, the number of things that we need to produce is a bit easier to handle. However, we have quite a few materials that we need for the input. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we will have a 6th train station like we have up here, and then 2 more on the sides. That's our 8 input, and then the output at the top, and that should still leave us enough room here in the middle to create the whole contraption, because if we look, we don't have that high numbers on assembly machines. The highest here is for the low density structures where we need 60, but if we have it in this fashion, that's pretty much compacted. So where we will build it right next door here, where we have another cell ready to go. As always, I will start with the train stations, and then we fill in the remaining pieces bit by bit. The stations are all in, and I'm ready with the first setup for the low density structures. Here on this side we have a bit of a weird unloading station, because the bulk we unload here on the left side, and then about half the amount here on the right side, because we basically need 2 red belts for the low density structures, and then a bit more for everything else. So that's why we cannot have just unloading on one side with 2 red belts. That will just not do. But let's figure out how we do the actual setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be low density structures. Then in the middle I think we will have input, or the other way around. 1 red belt for the copper, and then 1 mixed belt for plastic and steel that I have there, and that is actually already sufficient. Now let's bring this up. this way. And then let's copy this over once. Flip it this way. We need long-handed inserters. I should have added those before flipping. My bad. Right, then we need power. And that's 1/6 of the whole thing. So what if I cut this out, move it to here, and have another module there, and the third there. Then we just have to figure out how to route things through. Here we probably want to have a splitter 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can have it that way. And that should help us with everything else. So a lot of work for the robots, and that's then almost half the assemblers that we need for this factory. Part 1 is complete, so let's move on to figure out what's next. If we have a look, I can see that the ratio of utility signs to flying robot frames is basically 1:1. So I think here we want to have direct insertion, and then we can have one belt sharing the processing units and the low density structures. And we are only producing 3 per minute, so here yellow belt is actually enough. And as we have our output up here, we will try to build this backwards. So maybe go here towards the middle. And then have it like that. Then we can have 14 assemblers on each side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Then the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Then here, that's the input belt for the processing units and the low density structure. This is that. And then here we will have the flying robo frames. Which take 4 input materials. I think, yeah, we don't have those in high quantities either. So we can have 2 yellow belts. Maybe we will have steel and the electric circuits. That's coming directly from unloading, so let's feed that in from this side. And for the items that we have to produce first, we will see how we lay out that one to figure out, do we want to have the belt going from left to right or vice versa. Here on top we have the signs and RoboFrame production ready as far as we have ingredients. And down here I have already set up battery production, which is just another ingredient for the RoboFrames. So only the motors are missing, and that should not be too difficult. Actually, we might need to do this a bit different. Yeah, that works, because we also need the green circuits for those. Well, I think let's bring this up here and have pipes here. Gears, they're here. So that wants to be one further out. Have this here, and then we have one belt with gears and pipes on it. Nice. That's those two. And then we just need 14 assembly machines for the normal engines, and the same amount for the electric ones, seeing that once again we have the same ratio here. I think direct insertion. So we have quite a bit of space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice. So those are the motors. Need the puppy. We will bring pipe and gear over to here. And we will add steel there. And then we will have that will not work. We need to have it even closer. Like here. The electric engines. Right. And then we can have output here. And we can combine this with the batteries. Yeah, I think that will do just fine. Then we have basically a lubricant coming in from there. Very nice. And then all that needs to be done is placing a few more belts and bring this up to there. And we should be producing. Now that we are done here as well, and as you can see, I have routed everything here to the left side, which makes it easy to feed it in from this side. We are almost there to have proper production. What we are missing, however, are the processing units, and I have a feeling there we will still wait quite a while. However, here on this side should have had a delivery. Because this train is awfully empty. So I think we only have 2 stations. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong station. We have 2 train stops with the processing units. It did not get delivered here, so I would expect that we had delivery here. That does also not seem the case, but as you can see for sure, at this point the blue circuits, the processing units, that will be our bottleneck, and that's what we want to address next time. Until then, goodbye!